It was late in the evening on the island of Sodor, and James was coming back to Knapford Station after a long day of pulling passengers. He stopped to let the rest of them off, but just as he was about to leave, Sir Topham Hatt walked up to him. "Ah, James, before you go back to the sheds, I've got one more job for you tonight."
Let me guess, you want me to take the flying kipper?
"Oh, no, James. Miss Body contacted me and said she needs to be taken from Wellsworth to the town hall. She has a very important concert tonight. Do you think you can go and collect her, please?"
Oh, yes, sir! I won't let you down!
"Splendid. Turn around using the loop line around the sheds. It's the quickest way. Now off you go."
Yes, sir!
And off James went, determined to give Mrs. Body and her band a comfortable and smooth ride. James was looking forward to making a grand entrance when he reached Wellsworth. However, when he got to Henry's Forest, he didn't notice that there was a large section of buckled track on the line until it was too late.
Stop! My lamp fell off!
"We can't stop, James. This is the main line. We'll stop at Crosby and see if they have a spare lamp." James was still upset about his lamp when he reached Crosby. His driver went and talked to the Crosby station master to see if he had a spare lamp. "My grandfather found this under a bridge while he was fishing one day. He said he'd be happy to let anyone use it. Looks like that's gonna be you." "Much obliged." James's driver tried to fit the lamp on James, but no matter where he put it, James rejected every time. "Sure will, James. You gotta wear this lamp."
Please! I know the island is Sodor like the back of my bumpers.
"James, you know it's against railway regulations to travel on the line at night without a lamp."
That lamp makes me look silly. Besides, Oh. Well, that was easy.
Fine, we'll travel without a lamp.
Meanwhile at Wellsworth, Miss Body and her band were waiting for James.
Here he comes, lads.
But neither James nor his crew could see the station, so when James came up to it, he just passed right through and didn't stop. Right, that was all trying, wasn't it?
What is the meaning of this?
Since James had no idea he had passed Wellsworth, it was extremely difficult for him to get up and over Gordon's Hill. But once James was over, he could just make out the shape of a station in the distance. Since it was so dark, James thought the station was Wellsworth, but what he didn't know was that it wasn't Wellsworth. It was a completely different station. Still, he stopped and waited for the passengers to get on board. James found it odd that there was no reply from any of the passengers, but he didn't think much of it. He thought Mrs. Body was saving her voice for the show. At last, after a lot of tricky navigating, James finally reached the town hall, where Sir Topham Hatt was waiting. "James, what took you so long? We were expecting you at least half an hour ago."
Sorry, sir. We got a little lost, but I got them here in the end.
"What the? James! I make you stay up a little later and you call the cops on me?"
I know. I did a splendid job. Wait. What?
I told you! Calm down. James, what's going on?
I'm sorry, sir. You see, my lamp fell off in the forest, and the Crosby station master offered me a spare, but it made me look silly. So we continued on without a lamp, and I guess we stopped at the wrong station.
James, looks are secondary to safety. You should know that by now. "Oi, you! We were waiting for our private engine to take us to our headquarters at Vickerstown, but instead we come to this little town. What is going on?" "I apologize for the mix-up, officer. As soon as this engine has been fitted with a proper lamp, he shall be taking you straight to your destination." All of the police had climbed back into the coaches when suddenly Molly pulled up to the town hall.
I thought you might need this, James.
Molly's driver appeared out of Molly's cab with the lamp from Crosby. The lamp was soon fitted to James's funnel, and it looked wonderful.
Sir, I just realized Vickerstown is a long way from here. Can Molly pick up Miss Body and her band?
Wonderful idea, James. If Molly agrees, of course.
I'd be honored. Thank you.
So Molly took two of James's coaches and headed back towards Wellsworth. While James brought the officers to Vickerstown.
FBI, open up.
"All clear, James. Away we go." Oops, there go me axles again.
Oh, that's okay. I can leave them on the abandoned sidings near Great Waterton.
Wait, what? At last, James returned to the town hall. And when James returned, he was surprised to see that Molly was shining her light on Mrs. Body.
Sir, can I shine my light on Miss Body? Then everyone will be able to see her.
Very well, James, but I'm still going to decide a punishment for you tomorrow. So James's driver pointed his lamp at Miss Body, and everyone was able to see her so much better. James now knows that looks are secondary to safety. While he does disobey this rule from time to time, he now takes it much more seriously. While he was sad to give the lamp back to the Crosby station master when a new lamp arrived from him, he knew it was the right thing to do. And now James also had a good friend in Molly.